Need my oil changed. Jesus Christ. Going back to work already close to me. Bread. What do you got today? Did you ever want to singing lessons? Or you just like doing choir? Did you ever want to do singing lessons? You should have ate something.
Yeah, but that takes
Oh,
way too much.
Joe's ham sandwich. What up? Good morning. The back to school Griff is back. I don't know why I didn't name that the title. Trump talking about Grand Rising. Grand Rising. This is what you're supposed to, Jay. This is what you're supposed to say to when you speak to black folks, real black folks. Say Grand Rising. Oh my gosh, it's 7:38. Stop it. We usually leave at 7:30 if we're like super on time. The doors don't even open until 7:45. 7:40. 1 minute. You know why I say Grand Rising? Because when the sun come up, the sun come up. You know what I mean?
I don't think anyone knows me.
Chat knows.
I think someone should really place me in the middle.
Because son, you know how y'all say bruh? Some people say son. What up, son? What up, bruh? Right? So when the sun come up, as in the sky, the sun come up, as in your peoples. Comprende? Have a good day. Work hard. All right. Target, huge Trump supporter, but I don't know about this Gaza development. I feel like he's trying to make a deal. With who? I don't know. Probably with Egypt. Probably with Saudi Arabia. I feel like he's trying to wheel and deal something. You know what I mean? But this is a bold... Whoa. This is a really bold... I gotta do something with these water bottles. I got 2 water bottles in here. This is a really... Like, this is borderline doing too much. But on the other hand, you can be like, the rational people are gonna say, well, this isn't gonna stop. Like 5-6 years later, it's gonna fucking pop. There's gonna be wars again, and there's gonna be, I read somewhere that the population of Gaza was 2.7 million, 2.6, and it's like now 1.8 estimates though, you know, so it's like, I don't know, it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell. I don't want to just say something online and like people take what run with it. I don't know how many people died. Like, I think they had an official number and they stopped counting. Somewhere they're saying like 500,000. They lost a $500,000 population. Now that might be a lot of people just left, moved, but a lot of them is casualties and shit. So I don't know, man. So is he saying? I'm gonna have to make this one. So let me get the gist of it. Trump is saying that he wants the U.S. to take over Gaza, and he wants the Egyptians and Saudis to take the Gazans in, or something like that. I feel like the deal was like, Bibi was like, yo, I'll call a ceasefire if you help me relocate these people. I mean, and I guess let's be honest, that was their end game. You know what I mean? The end game is to retake that land or take that land. Now, depending on what side of the fence you sit on. You know, and it's hard, man. Like, what would you do? Would you stay, or would you, like, man, somebody offer you some cash and be like, yo, I'm out, start somewhere else? You know what I mean? He just lost the House and Senate with this? Did he really? I don't know. I mean, the House and Senate was like, they funded continual bombing of these same people. Like, it depends on what, if they can get backing from, say, Egypt or Saudi Arabia or Jordan or whatever, or Europe even, to relocate, then I bet you that the American Congress will be on board. Like, there's only there's Ilhan, there's, what's her name, Rashida? There's only a handful of people that are truly pro-Palestinian in Congress. Like, I don't want to hear like Bernie or AOC. Nobody wants them, that's the problem. That's also a big problem, but you know, over in that side of the world, like taking them in is a different problem. You know, that just goes by religious sex and stuff like that. Because then you're giving a boost to like a different religious that might be there. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to buy that they're all those people are just problematic and stuff like that. You got to think, there's like, it's impossible to screen 2 million, million some people. Like, you million some people, and say you get out of that group, you have 10,000 fanatics. You know, you've still got a problem in your hands. Maybe Syria. Oh, I just thought about that. I think I read this morning that We're leaving Syria finally? Yeah, there's a deal going down. I bet, matter of fact, I'm betting Syria. I'm betting relocation plans Syria. Even though that's probably just kicking the can down the road further. Not to say somebody wants pieces of Syria too, but that's a different story. That's a different story. But I wonder if that could be an option for them. Where's the dashiki? I've worn a dashiki to work before. I could get some new ones. You know, it's crazy. Like I said this before on the pod, man. You wear a dashiki to work, man, the motherfuckers. It's crazy the reactions you get. Black folks will look at you like, you know, they look at you all crazy. Then the white folks be like, oh my God, that's so nice. I swear to God, that was a dead spot. So, my barber, she is a black lesbian. She was clowning me, and I had just left work, and white folks just complimenting me on my dashiki. I swear to God. They told us to hate ourselves and love their wealth. We taught ourselves to hate ourselves and love their wealth. That's what the fucking problem is. You know, everybody has a journey, you know, and this yay journey in life, this yay journey is like, what is this nigga doing? You know what I mean? You ever think about life like, you know, whatever job you do, like, you know, I'm doing inside work. Like, would it be to work construction and work outside all day? Or should get some sun? Wait, a black lesbian? Yeah, she was my barber. Instead of what, relocating them, give them jobs in the reconstruction. Let's go into BlackRock. Oh my God, I need a soundboard in the car. Imagine they do pull that off, though. You know how much money is going to be made in reconstruction? Nah, because I think Diddy was actually, he was working for somebody. Like, I think Ye is just a megalomaniac, you know what I mean? Artist. Like, Diddy, like, I really believe he was Charlie Indigo Alpha. And the thing is, you know, FBI, Charlie Indigo Alpha, the thing is, they always turn them guys in. At the end of the day, they'll flip them. Like, I go back to Training Day. Alonzo took Jake to see Roger. You know what I mean? And Alonzo was Rogers Bull for years, he said. And when Alonzo needed him, Alonzo let Rogers sell dope for years. And when Alonzo needed him, he turned him in. He shot him. That's the same thing the feds do with with all these people. With the Diddy's in them. When it's time to when they need a card, a turn-in card, who you gonna turn in? My first one. Diddy. They're like, fuck it, let's do it. I ain't like his ass anyway. Take that, take that. You know? I feel like, Hollywood is terrible, you know what I mean? But they tell you a lot of truths in it, if you got to pick through it, though. It's so, all right, I'm not going to run this red light. I ran this red light the other day. Yeah, never trust the feds. Never trust the feds. But I'm excited to. There's got to be a deal with that, though. If we're pulling out of Syria. That's why maybe. Is it a bad time to watch Black Hawk Down? You got a Hyundai Santa Fe? No, I don't. One by Hondas. I don't know if it's good or bad. I always like Hondas. I heard these Hyundais aren't bad cars. They're Korean, right? I'll see a lot of them on the road. Like, I don't even know what I want. I do know what I want to get, but I need some money. Like, I need a Chevy, like a truck, or a Honda Prelude. They're supposed to come out a new Honda Prelude. I just want to pay this off, man. I paid my phone off. Listen, paid my phone off. I was looking at new phones last week or something like that. I was like, nah, man, let me see this. Let me see this bill without this new phone on it, right? My shit dropped $50. I was like, that's $50 you can buy Bitcoin, buy stocks. I'm gonna let this rock out for a minute. I might rock it out till it die. I don't know. I don't know. But I don't know. This phone is still working decent, so I'm like, I don't know. Ain't no use for it. I still want to fucking. When it breaks those vehicles, yeah. And the thing is, this now, like, for 3 years, when I buy this car, 3 years ago, 4. No, I can't 4. Like 3 years ago, I think. Like I was working from home. I barely had to drive it. Like I said this last show. I barely drove the car. And it's barely I don't know how many miles I got on it when I got it. I think I had 30,000 miles. And I got 60 now. Like I was barely doing any miles on the car. Now I gotta drive to work 3 days a week. And the winters haven't been bad either, But it got kind of cold this winter. A couple weeks. I don't know, when you're young, you want cars and fancy cars and shit like that. I don't know, you just get old. And I guess you still want some of the same stuff, but I just want my kids to be successful now. And whatever they want to do. Like, I feel if I would I've failed if I can't get that done. Or I can't help them get that done. You know what I mean? And I don't want to fail. Like, I feel like you owe them that much bringing them into this world. You know what I mean? Especially now. The thing is, man, it's so hard with society. American society is just set up fucking wrong. Like, people crying about the Department of Education. Like, we're fucking dead last in education. Like, we're idiots. Like, you know what I mean? Whatever the Department of Education is doing, it's not working. It hasn't worked. You know? Let's be honest. The fact that we have to import people to do these tech jobs is fucking ridiculous. I don't want to care what anybody says. No, there's just not enough brain power in America. We had to import it. And people talk about H-1B visas all they want, man, but like, Jesus Christ, just look at these schools. You go to these high schools, talk to these people, and people don't. It's part. Let me retract. There's a little bit of lack of brain power. There's a lot of lack of motivation to do those jobs. These motherfuckers don't want to do this shit. They want to be Kasana. I'm gonna take this back road. This little left here. It's all coming back to me now. You send your kids overseas? You must got that. Oh, send your kids overseas money. That's nice. Like, I was just thinking today, man, like, I gotta send my youngest daughter to Kumon, man, or something over the summer, man. Like, I'm gonna have to dig in my pockets, and that shit ain't. I thought I looked at it, man. It was like, I don't think it was cheap. It was a problem. I don't know. It was the price or the time involved, or like I'm looking at it like, I don't know, or just get her a tutor. Like, the oldest, we had got a tutor. Summer tutor, like the month before school started. She started going like once a week. But I want to take, I want to send, I gotta fucking look at Kumon, man. Does anybody send a kid to Kumon in the chat? If anybody watches this back, let me know. Spend the money on a good payoff. That's what I'm saying. That's a good way to look at it. That's a good way to look at it. But she's got, you know, because we got all these fucking camps coming up. This comic book store is still in fucking business. That's amazing. Going to Wada camp, going to the rec center for camp. There's like an overnight camp. Then there's a church camp. Like getting your kids to the camp, it starts like in the winter. You know what I mean? Like the Y camp, I had to wake up 5 o'clock in the morning. Because they opened the fucking registration at 5:30 because people go fucking crazy for the Y camp. Like, geez. Jeez Louise. So she's doing 2 weeks of that. Gotta pay for that still. I think they're paying that in May. But that means her evenings would be open. Like, that's the problem. I gotta find a place so I can do evenings. Who's in your backseat? Nobody. I dropped them off. Department of Miseducation. You got that right. Nerd, what up? You posted the pros and cons of the DOE? I mean DEI? Or what's DOE? From Grok and people got mad. I gotta check your timeline when I get in the office. Shout out to Nerd. Nerd Nash coming to the Grifties. Listen, March 29th. If you're on the East Coast, or if you're ever anywhere, catch a flight. We'll be doing the Grifties live. Nerd Nash will be presenting along with a host of others, Milo, Alex Stein. If you ever want to meet Alex Stein, Milo, whatever, nerd, come to New Jersey, March 29th. You know what? I did think, you know what? You got to find things they like. I bought this little fucking handheld. I showed you guys that, I think. It's like it's a math game. Like, it just gives you math problems. Like, it's like one of them old school tech joints we had as kids, right? But it's like a handheld, the shape of a game. It just drills the fucking questions at you. That's something they both like. They'll sit there and do it for a half hour, 45 minutes. Like, I could never get them to do anything like if it was flashcards or something. I used to try flashcards, and it was like, but the math thing, they fucking both like it. So you just gotta find things they like. You know, I don't know. I just feel like I'm not hard enough. I went in the Y the other day to work out. You know, the YMCA is like, I want to say liberal America, right? I don't know. It's like, it's a pretty pro-liberal crowd. Anyway, but that's beside the point. A lot of Asians go there. So a lot of people they take their kids to the pool. They're in the swim clubs. This young, this Asian lady and her daughter was sitting there. This daughter was reading some fucking, like, 2,000-page book, and, like, you know, she was young, you know what I mean? She was, like, not young. She was, like, she was probably Jade's age. Like, their spare time they use is not used on Instagram, on fucking Facebook, on Twitch, Twitter. Like, their fucking spare time is in them fucking books. You know what I mean? And I feel like I've failed at that. You know, and it takes a village. You know, I need help with that. But I do feel like I keep telling them that now. I feel like if you can't get them to do it, you got to tell them what's right anyway. Because at a certain point, I think, no, this is not the road, it's the next road. Because at a certain point, they're going to be adults and they're going to look back. Like, I feel like a lot of the stuff my dad told me or said to me, process later in life. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of stuff your parents tell you processes later in life. So sometimes you just got to be patient, I guess. But I'm not going to give up. You know what I mean? I don't know. Jade usually makes honor rolls, so, but even though I think they fucking, I don't know. The grades are different now. Like back in my day, it's either A or B is honor roll. Like I don't know. The numbers have changed for the grades or some shit like that. Like an 80's a B or something like that. It's crazy. I know I'm just rambling, but nerds are gonna be streaming soon. Nerd, what's that thing you bought, man? I need to. I feel like I want to upgrade my soundboard. I really do. Like this guy, I follow this guy, Jay Broski. He's a COD streamer, right? But he's got the joint where like partially records it. It's like a DJ joint, and like you can replay your fucking sound you just said. That's just so fucking fire, man. All right, 8 o'clock, 8ish, 8:08, close to 8:08. You go to the gym full of old people and you love it? This is the Pod Mac. Yeah, you just need to cook up, nerd. You need to cook up. Because your influence is wide. You know what I mean? Really, really, really wide. Only thing I'm gonna tell you, you just gotta be consistent. I swear to God. You be consistent, it's over for a lot of people. I'm telling you that right now, nerd. You be consistent, it's gonna be over for a lot of people. So I figure you gonna talk at least somewhat hip hop. You know, I don't know. You're not might that keep it 100% hip hop. I know you're gonna do a little bit of it, but it's gonna be over. You just gotta be consistent. That's where a lot of people fail with content creation. Like, and I'm one to tell you myself, I've been consistent sometimes. You just gotta be consistent, because you never know when that person, that moment, your moment is gonna come. You never know, and you give yourself more opportunities to have that moment if you're consistent. That's all I can tell you. Yeah, part is love, man. And the thing is, you just gotta come up with something, a different angle, because all these guys is doing. You got you either got a setting with a male and female, talk relationships. You just don't want to be a talking head, if that makes sense. I got you. You got the male and female, then you got the niggas talking sports, then you got the niggas talking rap, then you got the niggas talking relationships. Even though the shit is phony, like some of this shit is phony, like they'll have their own section of the internet. You know what I mean? Like, I'm wondering, like, who listens to this motherfuckers? And they have, like, thousands of fans. Like, I'm sure people listen, like, who listens to Whole Testament Told You? We've been doing it for fucking how many years? We got over 300 episodes. And 161 on Patreon. You know what I mean? So, yeah, you just gotta be consistent. All right, let me get in this office, man. Hey, thanks y'all for listening. Thanks for the ride around. I'll be back tomorrow morning. Yes, 2 days in a row they got me. Y'all enjoy your day. I hope y'all do well today, whatever you want to do. Somehow I got to hit the gym tonight or something. I'm going to hit my kettlebells at home. But I've been consistent going back to the gym, though. I got to keep that up. Got to keep that up. Good health as well. Anyway, thank y'all for listening. Hit that like button and share on the way out. Peace. Peace out, man.